Welcome everybody back here to UCCS in Colorado Springs. George Holden along with Jeff King. The second game of a doubleheader here tonight. The Mountain Lions will host the Mountaineers of Western State from Gunnison, Colorado. Congratulations again to the UCCS women's team, a 47-41 hard-fought win over Western State, their third in the last week and a half. And Jeff, if this game's anything like the women's game, we should be in for a treat.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's any let up here tonight. Men's coming on the floor right now. You've got a Western State team that's reeled off a few wins in a row, coming into hostile territory here. Mountain Lions are going to get up for this. Back to you on that.
Well, I'll tell you, you look at a game like this tonight, UCCS, last Friday night, no problem, we covered that game. They beat Highlands. Second night with CSU Pueblo, it's a tie game, 33 all at half, and CSU came out dropping bombs from outside. Three different guys hitting three-pointers. Pretty overwhelming for UCCS, but they're looking to get back on the horse here tonight.
Yeah, a tale of two teams. Actually, in that game, a tale of two halves, tied at halftime. But the night before, took it to New Mexico. Highlands looked fantastic. Defense was on point all night long. What happened in that CSU game, Pueblo, the keys were neutralizing. It was the second chance points.
Right.
That's what I think killed us. Offensive boards, falling back, or at least making the high percentage shot. Once you drain those, you don't have to worry about the second chance points, right? But if you do, and the other team's capitalizing on that, you're going to get behind quickly. So it wears down the defense on those second chance points. It eats the ball clock, and it subsequently puts you in a hole, and that's what CSU Pueblo did in the second half, and we could not get back into that game at all. Not with the raining threes on top of that, right?
Well said.
Yeah.
He's Jeff King. I'm George Holden. We're getting set for a Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference NCAA Division II battle. The men's, the Mountain Lions, the Mountaineers getting set for action. Glad you could join us. And here at the Lions Den, it's blackout night at UCCS in Colorado Springs. Warm day today here in Colorado Springs, unseasonably about 60 degrees. But this weekend it's going to be in the low 20s, so drastic changes
Bundle
coming.
Up. I think like the ladies tonight, the men, coach here, can't hesitate to go to the bench. Start finding that right chemistry, right?
Yep. Bench rotation's huge.
The right X's and O's, got to have it tonight.
Yep. Hit your free throws down the stretch.
Got to.
In the paint, number 22, Brandon Cosby Lee, the freshman from Grandview High School, squares off with Ed Bork. And Mountaineers win the tip. Coming out, Quincy Harding. He's from Harrison High School in Colorado Springs. Did some of his games in high school.
Yeah.
It dates me a little bit. Harding inside, the easy layup. 2-0 Mountaineers, quick bucket.
Smooth movement to the hole there, nice little touch off the glass.
Isaiah Wilson brings it down for the Mountain Lions out of Missouri. To Patty at wing. To Malone. Inside to Bork. Forces a little finger roll, the left-handed shot, and an answer for the Mountain Lions.
I like Bork, I'll tell you.
Ed Bork from Melbourne, Australia. All the way across to Harding. Long range three. Mountaineers got it. Number 25, Ben Beauchamp from Monarch High School. Wilson brings it down the floor. Sets up shop on the right wing to Malone. Shot clock at 20. Long range shot by Wilson. In and out, rebound. Mountaineers. Mountaineers overall, pretty big team. The feed underneath, errant pass, and it'll go UCCS way.
Yep.
I like the uniforms the Mountain Lions are sporting tonight.
Yeah, definitely. That gray and black looks really good. Gold trim, sharp.
Wilson gets the start at guard. Wang out to Smith, to Wilson. Inside to Bork. The big guy. Potty at wing. Forces the shot. Justin Smith goes for it, but it's rebounded by Colin Smith out of Thompson Valley High School. Harding with the ball. Long range three, in and out.
Bork with the
rebound, Bork to Malone. 3-point advantage for the Mountaineers. Glad you could join us. RMAC basketball at Colorado Springs. Bork, 6'7" inside, kicks it back out to Wilson. To Smith, the Lewis Palmer product. Jumper, outside, off the back, rebound, Harding, and here come the Mountaineers. Back up top, long range three,
Wow.
got it!
Pretty shot there, huh?
Colin Smith, the senior, out of Loveland, Colorado. 6-point lead, Western State. So good shooting early on by Western State. Inside, Bork turns around, off.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mini sky hook there.
Yeah, just kind of threw that one up a little bit, but
Brady Subart from Highlands Ranch. A lot of Colorado high school products for Western State. First time these two teams went, Western State got the win. Rebound, board to Malone.
Strong board there. Good position.
Malone, back to Wilson. Into Bork. Had it, turns, had it. Justin Smith will get the rebound.
You got it.
Sets up,
Oh,
off the rim.
coming down.
Here comes Harding. Loses it. And a charge on Western State. It'll go Mountain Line way.
Yeah, Wilson went flying on that, but it looked like an elbow. Chip it. He got a little chippy there.
Yep. Number 25, Ben Beauchamp, not happy with the call.
No.
Wilson checks out. Smith checks out. And Elijah Ross, the feisty point guard. And also number 20, Dalton Walker checks in. 8-2. Ross sets up shop for the Mountain Lions. Looking for help. Bjork will take the shot. Got it! Trades it from outside. The big guy with a little touch for the Mountain Lions.
Nice shot by Bork.
Actually, Subart, long range. Wow!
Whoa.
Subart with an answer for Western State.
That was big.
And right now, both teams, it's bombs away. Wang out to Ross. Gets control. Ross is dangerous off the dribble. Walker, backdoor to Bork. Across to Wang. Wang looking to go inside. And gets the shot knocked away. And here comes Harding. Western State, Subart. And it stays with Western State. Good defense by Malone.
Yeah, and you talk about good transition game by Western.
Yep.
Talk about some quickness.
Quick timeout. Western State 11-4 over UCCS here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. George Holden with Jeff King. And you look early on, Bork gets to start, and he looks like the guy right now that's firing on all cylinders for UCCS.
Yeah, Bork is the man right now, early on. But again, we're less than 5 minutes into this match, and it is a feeling out stage, right? So make the adjustments now, and I think that's what Coach is doing.
Yep.
Talking to him right now. Get that right mix. I like Ross and Walker from last weekend. These two guys were the catalyst for those wins, that win last week against New Mexico Highlands. Walker, just his three-point touch. I don't want to have to resort to that all night long, but you need to get them involved in the offense.
Yep, I agree. Coaching staffs for both these teams. For Western State, the visitors, head coach Brad Schaefer, assistant men's coach Stephen Aldridge, John McCarthy, an assistant, and Devin Kastrup, graduate assistant men's coach. For the home team, UCCS, head coach Jeff Culver in his 6th season, assistants Alex Snyder, Jeff Tweet, Josh Thies, and graduate assistant Eric Simpkin. UCCS in the grayish gold look, like the uniforms. Western State in the red with white trim and silver trim. Both teams are challenging each other from outside early, answering with long-range threes back and forth.
I think a real bonus to the head coach over there at Western is to have that assistant coach Gilchrist on board.
Yeah,
and Jason
because he's
Aldridge.
from San Diego,
Jason
right?
Aldridge is, yeah, he was, and he played at San Diego City.
Well, funny thing is, you were raised in San Diego. I was born in San Diego. It's
Aldridge
weird. It's
there.
weird how people meet, you know?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Inside, Harding. Off the dribble. Inside, the shot, and the foul. And going to the line will be number 22, Brandon Cosby Lee, 6'6" senior out of Aurora, Colorado. And he's a transfer from Otero Junior College down in La Junta.
Yeah.
A lot of good basketball players out of Otero.
Absolutely.
First shot off the back of the rim. Where's that? Number 22. Got the second one. 8-point game. Western State. Ross. And in now, number 24, Ryan Van Pelt. Walker kisses the net from outside.
Kind of what we talked about earlier there. Walker was, if he gets unhinged, that could mean
Walker,
good. Yep, good play.
Good defense by Walker.
Could mean good things for the Mountain Lions there.
Yep. He does a great job coming off the bench.
Sure
Valuable
does.
minutes for him. Harding will inbound for the Mountaineers. Gets it into Beauchamp. Back to Harding. Ross all over him.
Oh.
And he'll get the foul. Little too aggressive.
Yeah, how do you like the three-point shooting so far at Western State, though?
Oh,
just smooth.
lights out.
Yeah. And that doesn't surprise me. I mean, with Coach Schaefer playing at Western, and he was at one point the three-point field goal percentage leader in the RMAC.
Yeah, that helps.
That helps.
Long range three. Off the rim. Walker with the board to Ross. Lions want to run. Ross with a nice move.
Oh, boy.
Tries to feed underneath. And by himself, Subert is stuffed by Malone.
Whoa.
That Patty and Wag gets
my
the steal.
goodness. Way to get. Oh, what a pass.
Walker.
Wow.
Shot.
What a pass. Ross.
Transition basketball by the Mountain Lions.
He set that up nicely. Oh, my goodness. All starts with Malone to Ross to Walker finish.
Force. Rebound. Van Pelt.
Van Pelt.
Malone.
Back to Ross, huh? Oh! Oh!
Ross
Yeah!
gives it off to number 10
Woo!
and drops the hammer for the Mountain Lions. 1 point game.
Fantastic.
A quick change.
Huge.
Harding with the layup,
Oh,
and he'll get the foul.
I think that's the second on Ross, too, at this point, early on.
Yep.
What a catalyst, though.
And checking in now, Ian McDonald, 6'10", out of Dakota Ridge High School. 1 point game. Wow, talk about a quick answer for UCCS.
I think
they
Bork-
get that steal, they're right down the floor.
I think Bork got his help. Some of the guys just
And the
Walker,
yeah.
Ross, Malone, huge.
Ross said, here, you can have this on a silver platter.
Exactly. Fantastic transition. Way to create
Don't
the
say I
turnover.
never gave you anything.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
Hey, buddy, it's my job to feed the horse. That's what I do. The shot, Harding from the line.
Oh, yeah.
3 point game. Mountaineers. Wilson back in for Ross. Ross with 2 fouls. So UCCS will have to manage that. Walker from outside.
Oh, pretty. Automatic.
Walker just drills it.
Oh, yeah.
He's feeling it.
Friday night's all right for Walker, isn't it?
It is. Tie
Oh,
game.
my
14
goodness.
all. Western State on the right elbow. Back up top to Jake Wilcox. To Harding. Back out to Beauchamp. He drives inside.
Oh.
Gets the shot.
That's a great move.
Drives the baseline.
Yeah. Great quick move.
Press defense by the Mountaineers. Wilson out to the right elbow. Kicks it off to Walker. Walker, physical. Fade away.
Oh.
Off the rim. And here comes Harding.
Yeah, Harding
the
off
Harrison
his
product. Beauchamp will get it. And the big guy got it.
Wow.
Colin Smith with the finish. And he'll go to the line
Big
for
guy.
a chance at a 3 point play.
Good handles for a big guy, I'll tell you that. Good first step. Way to accelerate there down the stretch.
We're wondering when we see him.
JB.
Jonathan Barnes, JB,
Yeah.
6'10", 240 out of Parker, Colorado, getting ready to check in for the Mountain Lions. Good rotation with the big guys.
Hey, brings in a level of physicality like Bork, doesn't he?
Yep.
Like it.
Looks like they're calling a technical on Western State.
Really?
Not sure
On who?
what happened there. Walker gets it, gets the roll.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened either on that.
McDonald and then Pelt in the
Some
game
frustration
right now.
down low here, maybe.
And UCCS ties it. Here comes Barnes for Van Pelt. And
I'll tell you what, Western State here kind of let off the pedal a little bit. Easy come, easy go. I mean, UCCS taking advantage, says, well, we'll run with you, and this is what's transpired. Now, heads are starting to lose a little bit, right? Cooler heads prevail here, as they always say. And
momentum. You don't wait for it, you create it.
You got to create. Yeah, that's
right.
what
UCCS did.
Absolutely.
Still waiting to get set here. Colin Smith, senior forward at the line. Got it.
I do like that kid, though. Tell you what.
Boy, for a big kid, he's a good shooter.
Oh, heck yeah.
He's got a soft touch.
And he's playing some tough D down there. I'm watching him, and he's doing a great job of coverage.
Barnes! Oh!
Wow.
Wilson, the dish
JB.
to Barnes. Barnes with the finish.
JB in on that, huh?
And a foul. Wow.
Okay.
And Jeff Culver lobbying. He's animated.
I think he was looking at the foot change on a potential walk. Wasn't called. He swapped feet before he put the ball down, but.
Yep, that's what you'd think, but that's why we're sitting here and we're not on the floor.
That's right. I'll take this seat instead of that seat.
Absolutely.
Any day.
It's more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Wilcox. And another foul on the Mountain Lions. 1 point game, 12:52 left in the first half of play. Wilcox inbounds to McCurry. Back to the big guy.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable
This guy's
touch.
automatic from outside.
Looked fantastic there. I'll tell you, this guy's not letting up.
Somebody needs to get a hand on this guy's face.
Yeah, exactly.
Smith with another big shot.
Oh, he's
Isaiah Wilson got it.
Nice touch. Nice runner there.
Running roller gets it. 2 point game.
Yep.
Wilcox back down the floor to Stubart. Beauchamp drives inside, swatted away.
Basket's good.
And Barnes just laughs, smiles going down the court. And McDonald comes out. So it's Wilson, Walker, Malone, Barnes, and pounding it away. Malone. Walker is at a hot hand early. Malone.
Oh.
Called on UCCS. On Malone.
Again, it's why I'm glad I'm right here. That was.
So early on, the fouls are not going the Mountain Lions' way.
No, they're starting to mount.
Beauchamp tries to feed inside.
Oh!
Big guy. Another foul.
Kind of a no-look layup as he's getting pushed out.
Right, timeout. Jeff Culver still talking to the referee. Fired up. And good time to stop the bleeding for the Mountain Lions.
Absolutely.
It's only a 4 point lead for the Mountaineers, but UCCS steals back some of the momentum, goes on a couple of runs. All of a sudden it goes back Western State way due to fouls.
Due to fouls. I mean, that is it. It summed up shortly in this early part of the game. But I'll tell you what, give Western State credit. Number 33, obviously Smith, certainly a leader on this team. Big body out there playing good D and just stroking the threes. And then I'm gonna put a shout out there to Beauchamp.
Yeah,
and that would be number 25. That kid is around it too, and he's making it happen, creating some frustration.
Right.
And thus forth, UCCS goes out and commits some of these fouls. I'm not 100% on board with all those foul calls, but again, that's why we discussed sitting back here behind our bench, right?
Right, absolutely. How about Colin Smith, number 33? 6'6", 215. Boy, this guy's automatic with the long-range shot.
Absolutely the early leader here for Western State. Got to be happy with his performance, and if he doesn't let up, it's going to be a hard-fought battle for UCCS, I'll tell you that.
Yep. So 11:51 left in the first half. Glad you could join us for NCAA Division II basketball. The RMAC in Colorado Springs, the Lions Den. And right now,
It's a good-sized kid right there, huh, McCurry?
Yep.
What's he got to be, about 6'10"?
Cameron McCord, 6'9", at an Erie High School.
Nice shot there from the charity stripe. Nice touch.
Erie's had some great programs in high school, that's for sure.
Well, Western State's a good free throw shooting team, too, so I don't know
Sure.
if UCCS really wants to get into this battle.
No, that's not a wise idea. Misses the second, Patty at wing. To Malone. 5-point advantage, Mountaineers. Back to Wilson. He's setting up shop. Malone from outside, in and out, rebound.
Little popcorn popper action.
McCurry.
Here comes.
Back to Subart. To Wilcox. Good defense by Wilson. Oh, the steal by Patty at wing. And he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
I love watching this guy play. He's not a big guy, but he's rangy with
long
arms.
And we've talked about it before. Great awareness on the court, right?
Extremely athletic.
I mean, we'll say that Smith probably threw an ill-advised pass there towards Beauchamp, but
Right.
Wang read it.
Right.
Credit to him and his quick feet and hands.
Press defense by the Mountain Lions. They're going on the prowl. Mountaineers. Subart back to Wilcox. To Harding. Wilcox wanted it, not there. Justin Smith in. Loses control temporarily. The jumper,
Wow.
boom!
Can't
And
give up on
dunk.
the play there.
Yep.
Just because the ball gets popped up doesn't mean everybody relaxes, right? And
Gotta stay home
Western State.
sometimes.
That's right. Western State takes advantage, carries through with the play, converting two.
Malone inside.
Oh,
JB, and he'll get fouled.
yeah, he got hacked. Got to have those though.
Yep. 6'10", 240. You got to feed that guy.
Yeah, you got to feed him.
Give him the ball inside
Yep.
and give him a chance.
Yep.
He'll go to the line. This is the second game of a doubleheader here tonight. The women's game earlier, the Mountain Lions, the women's team, with a big win, 47-41. Barnes misses the first free throw. Elijah Ross will check back in. And Patty at wing will check out. He's that change-up player.
Definitely. I always call him the X Factor. I mean,
He is.
he's something else. When he gets going.
Barnes misses the second one. So still single-digit advantage for Western State. Harding, the Harrison product, long-range three. Oh,
Wow.
off the glass.
Wow.
10-point lead.
Little bank shot. He'll take it, right?
Right? We saw one of those in the women's
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
Barnes to Malone. Mountain Lions got to play it smart. Climb back in.
Oh,
Into
yeah.
Barnes.
Oh, yes.
With the tomahawk.
And the
Wraps it.
slam. Boy, that came
Barnes.
at the right time.
Barnes said, get out of my way. I'm working. Down to Cosby Lee. To Harding. These Mountaineers are good shooters from the perimeter as a team. Harding again. Got it. Another three.
Looks like Harding's heating up.
We saw this happen in the CSU Pueblo game last week.
Yeah.
Ross to Barnes. To Malone. Wilson thought about it. Drives inside and
Ill-advised
knocked
there.
away.
Huh?
Here
he
comes Harding
Yep.
by himself. Ball stripped away, and he scores. The last three times down the floor, it's been Harding, a one-man show. Wilson knocked away, and he'll get the foul. Foul will go on Brady Subart. 35-22, and this game has changed dramatically in the last 2 minutes. Barnes checks out. Bjork checks back in. Those long-range shots by Harding are killers.
Yeah, they are.
Patty at wing gets a quick breather, but he's going back in. Erickson brings it down for Western State. Harding drives inside. Harding with the hot hand for the Mountaineers. Timeout to stop the bleeding, UCCS. And Jeff, you look at Harding, great call by head coach Jeff Culver. Call the timeout here. Got to find a way to cool Harding off.
Yeah, you do. You get JB in there. You got a nice big body down low for those passes underneath and the high percentage shots. But what's the trade-off? Defense and getting back on your heels. Right now, UCCS is playing on their heels to a degree. And I'll tell you what, no thanks to Mr. Harding, who's taking it to him. He is just on fire from three-point range as well as downtown inside the paint, exploiting the lanes nicely. He took over here probably at the midpoint of this first half, and he hasn't let up.
Yep.
Got
That's
good
a
ball.
name I know well.
Good handles.
Quincy Harding, junior guard, 6'3" out of Harrison High School. I did a Harrison High School basketball tournament years ago and covered several of his games. It's exciting to see him at the next level. He's actually bigger than I remember him.
Yeah, really.
He probably grew a little bit.
I bet he has.
Yep. Good ball player.
Yep.
Elijah Ross for the Mountain Lions. Drives inside. The foul. Dalton Walker will check back in for UCCS, and Justin Smith will check out. Justin Smith really hasn't taken shots yet.
Not much. Got in early on. Had I think maybe two, but
37-22. Western State, courtesy of Quincy Harding. Malone.
It's good ball
Walker
movement.
Outside. Off the rim. No one underneath.
Need a little more arch on that shot. It's more straight line there. Hit the rim, caromed off. So
the big guy, Beauchamp.
Boy, Smith is active out there, isn't he?
Yep.
33,
Wilcox.
just all over.
Kicking. UCCS knows they need to get some steals and convert buckets here. They can get back into this thing in a quick, but you got to capitalize. Subart will inbound. Wilcox. Back and forth. Cox. Subart. Outside.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Talk about opportunistic play,
Smith.
Colin Smith.
Where
That's
he
court
needed-
awareness.
Oh, where he needed to be. Malone trying to save the inbound, or is going out, trying to save it and hit it off the man, and Smith converts too.
Yep. Malone. Jumper.
Oh, that's a pretty
Off
shot.
the rim.
Oh,
Rebound.
Smith.
Smith again. And Western State having their way right now.
Yes, they are.
UCCS knocked away.
Okay.
It'll stay with the Mountaineers. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 7:31 remaining in the first half of play. The visitors, the Mountaineers of Western State, they lead UCCS 39-22. I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. You're watching and listening to Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Basketball, NCAA Division II. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to action here in Colorado Springs at the Lions Den. UCCS taking on Western State. Right now, they got their hands full. Mountaineers inbound. Beauchamp to Subart. Inside. Oh, the dunk. Nope. A foul on UCCS.
Always
push off.
Always a wonderful high percentage opportunity there on a slam dunk. It's just he came off a little bit off balance, but took the foul. He's going to the line.
And at the line, Brandon Cosby Lee from Grandview High School. First shot's good. So this game changed in a hurry.
It sure did.
Courtesy of Harding and his big-time threes. Another Cosby Lee with another one. So UCCS is going to have to find a way out of this hole. Elijah Ross to Walker. Malone comes around. Back to Borg. Malone to Ross.
Oh, that's
underneath.
A good move.
Nice move by Elijah Ross. Knifes his way inside, gets the bucket. And that guy, Colin Smith.
There he is again.
And misses.
Okay.
York to Ross. UCCS can
had a nice open
make
look there.
every trip count down the floor. Malone
He needs
for
to get hot.
three.
Yeah.
Malone,
there we go.
lights out.
Woo!
41-27.
Gotta have that.
That's the way to climb back into this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Subart, Erickson, Beauchamp, and
It's Smith again.
Smith has got to be accounted for.
Yeah, he definitely has to.
Subart, outside, rebound,
Oh.
Ross, and a foul. And it'll go on Western State.
He took that in the chops, didn't he?
Yep, you can see him. Elijah Ross, junior guard, 5'11", 180. Not a big guy, but plays with a lot of heart, plays bigger than he is.
I think they called that on Wilcox.
He's scrappy. Here comes Ross, bringing it down the floor. 6-12 and counting in the first half. Chipping away at the deficit. Mountain Lions. Bjork, nope, thought about it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, loses the ball. Wilcox will take it to Smith on the right wing. Back to Beauchamp. The finger roll, the rebound by Wang, and a foul. And it'll go on Western State. So a little bit of a momentum change here.
Yeah.
Going UCCS way. They got to take advantage of it.
Wang made that happen, just crashing the boards nicely there. Had a little seam.
Walker will inbound to Ross. 5:43, first half here at UCCS. Mountain Lions working their way back. Ross on the left wing, loses control.
Oh, on the line.
And
Basically.
tap dance on the line, and he's out.
Yeah.
So UCCS has shown streaks,
Yeah, they have.
but Western State has just shot the ball very well
Very
in the
consistent.
first half.
No question
Big
about it, very
time,
consistent.
long-range shots.
Well, they're not making mistakes out there right now.
No. Back
Good
down the
crisp
floor,
passing.
number 11, Will Duggan out of Fort Collins High School in the game for Western State. Subart to Smith. Subart wanted it, not there. Smith. Shot clock to 5. To 2.
That's good D.
Good defense by Western State. The long-range 3 off. Rebound, Bjork. Salty defense by the Mountain
Yeah,
Lions.
Wang in on that too. Nice D.
They need more of that.
Little pressure
Malone
D.
brings it down. He has yet to be a factor offensively. Once he gets lit, hit three-pointers, he can be a game changer.
definitely.
Patty
No doubt
away,
about it. There he is.
long range,
Need him.
off the rim.
Oh.
Bjork with a nice tip, but it goes Mountain Line way, and Wang knocks it out of bounds on the far side. Clock stops 4:37.
Wow.
And checking back in for UCCS, Isaiah Wilson, 5'11", 155 out of Columbia, Missouri. And also, Bjork checks out, Van Pelt, number 24, checks in.
I was definitely impressed with Van Pelt's play last weekend.
Oh yeah, solid.
Solid.
They do a good job with the big guys in rotation.
Really do. Got a nice touch around the hoop.
Beauchamp
Could use that today.
to Smith.
Oh.
Misses. Walker. Good defense. And a foul on Smith.
Wow.
And Walker. That nice physical play
I like it.
by Dalton Walker.
Walker's a great answer for Smith here. These guys got to go at it all night. Smith.
The name Dalton Walker sounds like an Old West gunfighter.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? Kinda does.
And he's not going to back away from it either, is he? No
No.
way.
He's a cat.
Oh, yeah. He's ready.
Walker goes to the line. Isaiah Wilson checks with the coaching staff. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Walker gets the first
sweet.
one.
That's sweet.
Walker, 6'7", 195 out of Windsor High School, the Windsor Wizards. Second shot gets them both. 4:20 remaining in the first half here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. Press defense by UCCS. Trying to get some wind back in their sails. Beauchamp and company for Western State. The running jumper, Subart, fought for. Wilson, foul.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
And it goes against Western State. So I believe Walker goes back to the line,
Yeah,
correct?
that was Cosby Lee on that with the foul, and so Walker will go back, yeah.
And Patty Wang, number 10, checks in. McDonald will check out. Nope, he'll stay in.
Okay.
Ian McDonald.
Waiting for Malone to get unhinged, I'll tell you that.
Gets the first one. Malone, he's been quiet on the offensive side.
He's got 1-3, I think that's it. But, yeah, I expect more good. He'll heat up.
Number 55, Cameron McCurry, 6'9" freshman, checks in for Western State. Walker looks to make this a 10-point ball game. And he does, gets the roll. Full court press defense. Mountain Lions playing ambush defense. Wilson back to Subart.
Wow.
Subart drives inside.
Not afraid to take it to the hole, are they?
Nope. Walker protests, said, man, I was standing still.
Good, well-balanced approach by Western State this first half.
Timeout. 3:53 left in the first half of play. UCCS down by 10, 31-41 to Western State. I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. You're watching and listening to RBAC Basketball, NCAA Division II, here in Colorado Springs. Folks, stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Colorado Springs, Division II basketball. Having fun here. In case you did get to join us for the first game of the doubleheader, congratulations to the women's team, the Mountain Lions. They get the 47-41 win over Western State University. And now the men's team got their work cut out for them against Western State. Subart hits the first of his free throws.
I think with
Subart out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
that's a
And
nice
gets
shot.
the roll on the
Nice
second
touch.
one.
Good touch there. Move it down quickly, Malone.
Malone, the jumper. Got it!
Nice touch.
Little float, one-handed jumper.
Like that shot.
Yep.
Pretty.
Pressure defense. Mountain Lions are trying to pounce on the Mountaineers. Wilson backs off. Beauchamp to Subart. Back up top to Duggan. Beauchamp for three.
Oh.
With McDonald in his face.
Wow.
Buries it. That's an answer. Wilson to McDonald. Pontiac Wang. Wilson right on the outskirts of the baseline there. Pontiac Wang, nice
there you
little
go.
finger roll. Jibes it into
Love
the
it when
basket.
he gets on fire. Here we go. We need him.
Yep. He's a playmaker.
Definitely.
Subart for the Mountaineers. Inside, Duggan, back to Subart. Beauchamp for three again, it's off.
That one was off.
2:35, 11-point advantage. As you heard the crowd with air ball. Wilson. Pontiac Wang to Walker. To Malone. Malone drives inside. The jumper. And he gets it.
Yeah.
Malone muscles his way in for the basket. 46-37. And the steal.
Hey.
Great defense by Pontiac Wang. Drives
There it is.
inside.
Oh!
And misses, but he gets the foul.
Nice effort. Well, fantastic job by number 10, huh?
Number 10. He's a difference maker. 2 minutes
The
left
X
in the first half.
factor.
Another timeout.
There we go.
So Jeff Culver and his bunch, the Mountain Lions, after that last timeout,
Yeah.
they came back out with a little more attitude.
Yeah, they did. Defense definitely, I like the movement, double teaming and whatnot, but more importantly, what sticks out to me right now is conversion of threes by Western State versus UCCS. 50%, right around that ballpark. But even more importantly is the points off turnovers, because this is a really, looking at the scoreboard, a close game. It's a 9-point differential. Points off turnovers and second chance points have been on the side of Western State, and that's the difference right there. So making a couple adjustments as coach is right now. Wang getting involved, a little bit Malone heating up. We got good things in store here for UCCS, I believe. We can come back.
I would agree. Well said. So Pontiac Wang, number 10, from Overland High School in Denver. First one's off the back of the rim. Trying to find his range. It's not easy when you got a gym full of people staring at you.
No, it's not. And UCCS has increased in their field goal percentage.
He'll get the second one. So they're chipping away at the deficit.
Yeah,
the Mountain Lions.
They've been shooting better at the line, last few weeks.
Beauchamp with the ball. Back up top to Subart. Inside to Beauchamp and a reach-in foul. That'll go on number 10, Pontiac Wang. 139. Elijah Ross will check in for the Mountain Lions. This seems very familiar after the women's game at halftime.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're in similar game modes, if you will.
Yep, similar scripts. Pontiac Wang checks out,
Yep.
Ross in. UCCS with a smaller lineup, so I bet they're going to run. 10-point game.
Yeah, they're gonna move it out a little bit. Minute
Ross.
and a half to go. There it is.
Back to Walker
At the point.
for
Walker.
three.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Walker, bullseye from outside. And here comes Duggan. Western State. And a foul on the Mountain Lions. Again, Western State won the first meeting with these two back on December 30th at Paul Wright Gym in Gunnison, 77-72, 5-point win. So it was close.
It's close.
He'll get the first one.
Crucial rematch tonight for UCCS, though. Comparatively speaking, and when you look at these standings, that's something that UCCS has to have.
Yep.
Not to say Western doesn't need it either. This really put them up. Could be their 4th win in a row, but we'll see what the night holds.
Yep. Ross, Wilson, drives.
Oh, that's just.
And a charging foul.
Yeah.
On the Mountain Lions.
Well, it's a case of forcing the issue.
Yep.
Don't really need to get after that right now. Just be smart out there.
Sometimes you got to let the game come to you a little bit. Duggan, Will Duggan brings it down to Beauchamp. Under a minute to play in the first half in Colorado Springs. Subar spins, no help. 3-point land, in and out, Malone at the board. 8-point game. 40 seconds. Malone to Ross. Back to Malone. From outside, in and out.
Oh.
That had a chance. Under 30. Shot clock at 20. So for all intents and purposes, the Mountaineers can take the last shot of this first half. 8-point advantage. Beauchamp content to let it run. Under 10. He'll dribble. Wide open. Duggan by himself. Off the rim. 3 seconds. Wilson.
No.
York was hoping to set up for the shot, but we are one and done. One half in the books. Western State 49. UCCS 41 here in Colorado Springs. And Jeff, you look at the first half, UCCS comes out, does pretty well the first few minutes. The big change for me in my mind in the first half was Harding. He hits 3 threes in a row.
Yeah.
That's 9 points like nothing. And that actually gets the spark for the Mountaineers. And then UCCS goes into a little bit of a hole.
Yeah.
But like the last 3 minutes of the half, they climb back and they answer. So it's still a very, it's very doable for the Mountain Lions.
Very doable. It's an 8-point spread right now. But, you know, what UCCS is doing is, and I said a little earlier, is forcing the issue where they don't need to. This is first half basketball right now. You got a great effort down here by Ross on a nice kick out to Walker, who drains the 3. Then you go down and shoot yourself in the foot on 2 ill-advised passes, trying to force the issue. Wilson on a couple of those exchanges, and that didn't bode well. So you're kind of giving back what you just earned.
Right.
And, you know, the defense, I like the adjustments that have been made. They are definitely rotating better. They're collapsing better on the ball, but still, credit and kudos to Western State right now. Again, like the women's, the men have come out. They're hitting on all cylinders. Smith, Beauchamp, Harding, as you mentioned. Yeah, I don't see any let up right now. The passes are crisp, too, and the rotation off the ball, away from the ball, is fantastic. So you're getting a good team contribution there, where UCCS, a little bit sporadic. I call it a little decaf going on, like the Starbucks mix, right? Everybody gets caffeinated. We're going to have ourselves a nice time. But that's not happening on the Mountain Lions bench. It is happening over here, however, with Western State. Second half will tell a lot. We'll see. Maybe they'll have a little coffee at halftime. I don't know.
There you go. Well said. Jeff King, I'm George Holden. Glad you could join us here for RMAC basketball in Colorado Springs. Right now, Western State leads UCCS 49-41. A little bit of a similar game. If you look at the women's game earlier, how that kind of was at half. Flip the script. It's an 8-point advantage.
Yeah.
The women's team, the Mountaineers, had a 10-point advantage, and then things turned around in the second half. So we'll see what UCCS and Jeff Culver and his staff have to say to this crew in the locker room, what they're able to do. A little bit of stats here. Western State, field goals, 51.7 48.4 for UCCS, pretty even.
Fairly even. Malone did start hitting his shots there down the stretch, keeping us close. Of course, Walker, as usual, hot. Friday nights are his nights, I'm telling you. Fun to watch. That's definitely pulled up that percentage. But again, could be a better all-around team effort. I mean, there's a few guys that just aren't hitting right now, and I can feel it. Bench contributions are good. Substitutions are doing fine, especially from a defensive side of the ball. However, your turnovers, your second chance points, Western State's capitalizing, UCCS not.
Yep.
So,
well said.
Yeah.
Also, you look at free throws. We always talk about that.
We
Basics
always
and
do.
fundamentals are huge.
Yeah.
But especially in this one, UCCS 70% from the line,
Yeah.
80% for Western State.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. You hit a few more free shots, 4, 5, 6 points, and this game could be tied up at halftime.
Big time. Western State, a good free throw shooting team. UCCS, a much improved free throw shooting team. Really coming on strong, has down the stretch, just like the women's team. The men have also, you can see that they're taking a little more care, a little more time at that charity stripe. They're converting it. This is going to be a real telltale down the stretch. I think the key here is that points in the paint. Let's continue to work down low, continue to put that high percentage shot into play. Good things could bode well for them, as well, for UCCS, that is, in the second half if they can contribute that and convert on that. Conversion was huge. Women converting. They didn't do it in that second, right? That second period especially. Third period, converted. Now, let's see some of that, maybe take some from Coach Platt. Culver could use some of his playbook right now and make those conversions. Let's focus on that. It is their ball game to lose in a sense. Western State really coming up nicely on a nice uptick. But UCCS has got all the athleticism they need and the skill players. So let's just take it, and play our game, not run with Western State or force the issue with Western State. Believe me, Western State will kill you on that conversion, and they are so far.
Well said.
Yeah.
He's Jeff King. I'm George Holden. Mountain Lions looking to pounce back in the second half here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs, NCAA Division II basketball. We're at halftime, and right now, the Mountain Lions down 49-41 to the Mountaineers of Western State University. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, all the second half action live here in Colorado Springs. You're watching and listening to RMAC Basketball. We'll be right back.
CS.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Innovation.
It's imagination that turns good ideas
into great ideas.
It cultivates creativity
and skills for a modern world.
Innovation drives us together.
Innovation is a small idea sprouting into a big one.
Innovation provides solutions for the problems facing our communities. Inspires new ideas and new ways to shape humanity.
Paving a path for the future.
Bachelor of Innovation.
The transformation of ideas into impact.
Only at UCCS.
The majestic mountain lion, the perfect combination of size and deadly agility. This big cat is capable of speeds of 40 to 50 miles per hour. when properly motivated. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion. The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lifts 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
My name is Al Wilson. I'm the main stage event coordinator for the Office of Student Activities, which is the department that brought you Roar Days. OSA handles everything from X to Z when it comes to the planning of Roar Days. We do the budgeting, the event coordinating, the execution, as well as partnering with other departments to really bring a successful week of events to campus. The whole point of Roar Days is to bring a week of events that kind of bring students together on campus when they're not in class. The weather's starting to warm up, and we really want to try to reach as many students as possible. We do different events that hit different demographics. The driving kind of focused towards commuters, or the black light might be towards residential students. And we just try to reach all the students and bring them together. It's been incredible to go to school here the past few years and really get to be part of that community and see whether it's athletic events or a homecoming dance. Students always come out and they're always excited to be there. And it's a really great experience.
The majestic mountain lion, one of nature's most powerful predators. Primarily indigenous to the Americas, this big cat is known to make its home just about anywhere. Although most consider them to be solitary in nature, these big cats actually show advanced social intelligence. This cat is known to be territorial, and as such will fiercely defend its territory from other big cats, employing a blend of power and stealth. Except during courtship. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Well, today we are hosting the first or inaugural Bike Summit in Colorado Springs. People are here today to focus on bike advocacy, bike friendliness, and work toward having a stronger bike culture in our community.
It's a much lower bar to entry than I think a lot of people think it is, because you don't need a really expensive bike. You can ride whatever bike you have. It's not as complicated as I think some people make it out to be.
Just get out there, try and become a voice. It's those voices that are going to affect change, and that's what we need here.
At the end of the day, it's really taking that energy and harnessing it in some way, and then getting it to really move the needle, to talk to policymakers, to be talking to our business environment.
We all need to work together to make Colorado Springs a friendlier place for biking.
I think this is a big deal, though. I think we're going to look back at this day and say that was a watershed moment, that it really sort of started a new chapter in bicycling in Colorado Springs.
I think one of the things that I was really surprised by at UCCS was that even though there are 11,000 students here, it feels like a small campus. So get to know the faculty really well.
You always get that one-on-one connection to your professor, you get to know your classmates, and it's just a really good learning environment.
The campus is amazing. Just getting to walk from building to building and see the view is really spectacular.
There's tons of support for students on campus. It comes from Excel centers and tutoring labs that they have.
There's always a lot of stuff to do on campus for active students like myself. I'm in a sorority on campus and I love all the friends I've made there.
What I like most about UCCS is that we have a real desire to grow and stretch ourselves and our push to become something greater.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mountain Lion Basketball here at UCCS in Colorado Springs. I'm George Holden, joined with Jeff King. The first half is in the books. 49-41, the Mountaineers of Western State are leading. But, Jeff, we were talking off air after, or during halftime, I should say, talking about some of the keys to the second half. What do the Mountain Lions have to do to be able to climb back into this?
Well, I think what worked against them was the early foul trouble by Ross. Now, psychologically, that's your leader. He's taking a seat on the bench. So what does the team do and how do they respond? Well, when they were working that out, Western State was in the process of a balanced and controlled offense and subsequently converting points. Then adjustments are made at a timeout or on bench play, getting your proper substitutions in. Now you're adjusting, but you're also behind, so you're starting to press it a little bit. So you make some errors, you force some errors, but you do scrap back into it because you start fighting your shooting hand. Now, let's keep that. Let's carry that over to the second half. Let's get that stroke down. Let's have a couple other guys step up, too, to help out Wang, Malone, and Walker. How about that?
Sounds like a good plan, Jeff. Let's see if it's executed. Dalton Walker had the hot hand for UCCS in the first half. Bjork with the lay-in and the feed from Walker. UCCS comes up with the first points of the second half.
And I'd be remiss not to mention Bork. That's how they started the first half. He was fantastic. I kind of like this right out of the gate again. Go back to what worked with Bork anyway. That has to be contested there.
Off the dribble.
Yeah, that has to be contested. He's something else.
Yes. He's a gamer.
He is a gamer. It's what worked for Western State in the first half. I'm not getting away from what worked.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's Harding, Smith, and Beauchamp sticking with it.
Malone, the running jumper, got it with the left-handed shot. Malone.
I can feel him heating up right now, and I like that.
Yep. Not hitting threes like he normally does, but he's hitting shots.
Yeah, don't need to at this time either.
Back up top to Beauchamp. Wang guards him. Bort, back door. Subart lays it up. Fought for, and rebound by Cosby Lee. Back to Harding. Subart inside to Smith. He had a big first half. Walker contests it, and he gets the shot at the glass.
See, and this is where the second half, or the second chance points kill you.
Yep.
That's it.
You gotta beg boards, prowl the paint.
Pull the boards down.
Attack the rack.
Yep.
Whatever you call it. That's what you got to do. An errant pass by York.
And then now you're forcing the issue again. So let's not do this. Let's take our time for a second. I like the activity down low. I like the cutters, but you've got to watch where you're throwing that ball.
Harding brings it down for Western State. Subart needs help. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Beauchamp. And the ball almost taken away. Subart, let's put it up.
He walked.
Travel on Subart.
There we go.
Good defensive stand by UCCS that time.
Yeah, Wang used his body there too nicely, right? Got in the way. Beauchamp had to work around. Subsequently, number 5 goes in with a man on him. It's tough to do, to convert that.
Wilson brings it down for the Mountain Lions. Walker wanted the 3. Back to Wilson.
Wilson's got to trust his skill set here all the way.
Yep.
Guy's a baller, no question about it.
Patty at Wang gets the ball stolen by Beauchamp.
Forcing the issue.
Mountaineers.
Right on his back.
Foul.
All right.
Second half underway. 17-32. In case you're just joining us, the women's team, the Mountain Lions, they get the win earlier over Western State. Congratulations to them, 3 in a row. UCCS looking to.
Ooh.
And he
hit the hard.
Harding attempts the 3-point shot. He'll shoot 3 at the line.
He hit that hard. He hit that hard. Well, this kid's making it happen right now. There's no question about it.
The junior guard.
Hey, inside and out, Harding was on fire that first half. He's dangerous. So. Not
Harding
sure
having a good night in his hometown. He's from Colorado Springs. He's a Harrison High School product.
That's great for him.
Gets the first one.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to neutralize that kid tonight. No way.
He's solid.
Well, and if he's hitting and they're kicking it out to Smith, forget it.
Makes it a tall order.
Oh, boy.
Wilson checks out. Ross checks in.
Both those guys are feeding each other, too, so it's just a great tandem.
Does Ross have 3 fouls? Yeah, so that's an issue.
It is an issue. It weighs on you psychologically there. Your leader's down. You got Malone, who's also, I'd say right there at that leadership quality, but.
Walker for 3. Rebound, Ross. Potty at Wang, back to Ross.
These guys work so good together, you know what
They
I mean?
do. It's a good 1-2 punch
yeah, it
for
is.
the Mountain Lions.
Yeah.
Ross drives inside, lays it up. Looks a little reminiscent of Steve Nash.
Absolutely.
Drive it inside off the dribble.
Amongst the trees.
16-50. And Smith, Beauchamp, top of the key.
Yeah.
Feed, just is off.
Oh!
But the follow by Beauchamp.
But there's that good balanced all-around game by Beauchamp. I'll tell you what. He's got great court awareness.
Potty at Wang, back to Ross.
You can't give up on that. You know what I mean? You stay on him and you keep working him. Work him hard.
Cuts inside with the steal. Cosby Lee. Good defense. Subart.
No.
Misses the dunk.
Well, that's
He'll get the
outside.
foul.
I don't know if that was advised by Subart. I think he just laid that up.
Jeff Cover pleading his case to the officials.
Yeah.
10-point game. It's hard to tell.
That's Subart, good to go to the rack. Poor choice on the slam. Just need to lay that up off the glass and still get it right and shoot one.
Take the gimme.
Yeah.
Subart. Van Pelt checks in for Bork. Subart, his second attempt. Got it.
Nice free throw shooting there.
Yep. So back down the floor, the Mountain Lions. They've had some surges, some spurts, but it's got to be consistent.
It's the best way to say it right there. Definite surges.
Back door to Patty at Wang. Great feed by Ross. Subart on the right wing. To Beauchamp. He can shoot.
Yeah, you can.
So Patty
Stay
Wing
on him.
all over it. Subart to Harding. Harding will pull up.
Oh,
wow!
Perfect tonight, isn't he?
He hasn't missed a shot
I don't think
tonight.
he's missed one.
Some nights you just feel it.
Yeah, that's right. He is. I'll tell you that.
Malone. Back to Patty at Wing. To Walker. To Ross. Shot clock at 12. Ross, the fadeaway.
Oh! Wow.
Little fadeaway off the glass. Kisses it.
Woo!
They'll go to the line.
Hey.
And a timeout. Ross not afraid to drive inside there with the big bodies.
Great job by Ross.
Yep.
Wow.
Well said. 61-51.
Well, he returned the favor on Hardy, didn't he?
He did. He did, and he's had what 3 or 4 times tonight where he's gone inside and either got the lamp or the fadeaway.
Yeah.
He's forcing it. He's got to test the waters, and if I can beat you off the dribble, I'm going for it.
Oh, absolutely. And you see how valuable it is when he's having his minutes and he's in playing. When you got him down on the bench for a bit, a little foul trouble creeping in, not only psychological, but you're not getting the playing minutes. Hey, he is so valuable as a leader on this UCCS squad. There's no question.
Elijah
You
Ross,
gotta have
3
him.
of 5
Gotta have him.
on field goals. Quincy Harding, 7 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from
Wow.
three-point land, and 4 of 5 from free throws.
Oh,
He's
my
missed one
goodness.
shot all night, so I think he's had a good homecoming.
I've seen some great squads come in here, but individual effort, that's the best right now.
Yep.
That's a huge homecoming.
And a homegrown product.
And it is. We're far from over. I think he's going to get some more, but that's just a guess.
Yep. if UCCS can put the clamps on Harding and slow him down, this game could change quickly.
But he's even put these up with defense on him.
Yep.
And Wang's in his face, and he's still getting it in there.
And Ross goes to the line to finish the three-point play. Puts it up. Got it.
Whoa, that was big.
Yep. And so here comes Harding.
Malone
bringing
too.
it down for the Mountaineers.
Get Malone back. Factoring
Justin
in.
Smith will check in.
Look at
Long
this.
range 3 off the rim. Rebound Walker. Ross.
All right, there
to
he
Malone.
is.
Fade away 3.
Oh.
Got it. Malone.
That's
from
what
outside.
I'm talking about.
Buries it.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's a game changer right there.
Oh, yeah. And the conductor, Elijah Ross. Nice
The
pitch.
conductor. I like it.
Pitched it out.
Smith off the rim.
Perfect.
Rebound Walker.
Did I
Down
say-
to Wang. Oh, overshoots Van Pelt.
Did I say the conductor was pitch perfect? I didn't
Yes.
say that, did I? He passed it perfectly.
And when things are going well, it's a symphony here at UCCS.
Awesome.
Justin Smith, number 5 in the game for UCCS. The Lewis Palmer product. Believe he won a state championship up there.
Yeah. Love this kid. He's something else.
Yep.
Missed him in the first half. Glad to see him out there.
Beauchamp drives. Behind him, Harding,
Oh.
and he'll get the foul. Harding he's hard to stop.
Harding is in the zone tonight. There's no question.
UCCS played well. Wilson's getting ready to check in for the Mountain Lions. Harding. Where's that vaunted number 23,
Yeah.
a.k.a.
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan?
Yeah. Well, he's wearing it
play-
proudly tonight.
You play
playing
against
it.
a guy wearing that number.
Yeah,
Your first thought has to be, well, maybe he's wearing it for a reason.
Well, you're right. I'm thinking confidence, maybe.
Yep. Or
And
hey,
skill.
I want to be like
And
Mike.
skill. Yeah. I mean, he's something else.
Ross.
He's putting on a clinic right now.
He is. There's no answer right now
No,
for him.
not even.
Malone looking for help. Back to Wang,
Oh.
inside to Smith.
Oh, gotta have
he
that.
had it.
Gotta have that nice pass by Wang, too.
Back to Beauchamp. To Subart. So UCCS had a great push for a few minutes there. Now the Mountaineers have made some shots. And he'll draw the foul. Ben Beauchamp.
Hey. going in strong.
Yep.
You know, exploiting every opportunity can. This Western State team is still staying balanced and poised.
Sometimes that door's not open very long.
No. And you know what? I'm seeing good explosion here on probably everybody out there on the floor right now for sure. And even the bench that's contributed, just done a great job of taking advantage. Whenever there's an opening, boom, they go right after it. And I'm not seeing many mistakes.
Ben Beauchamp.
They're looking, yeah, Beauchamp.
Gets them both. He's from Monarch High School, transferred to Western from Black Hill State University. Justin Smith.
Black Hill State.
10-point game again.
That's where Brad Schaefer coached as an assistant for 8 years.
Black Hills. Malone, the jumper. Got it! The little hovering float
Hey,
jumper.
he's finding some rhythm right now.
Yep.
I like that.
8-point game. Harding. Ross on Harding. Harding.
Oh! Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Like I said, clinic.
Timeout.
Clinic concession. Oh, my goodness.
Harding is just.
Wow.
There's no
What
answer
do you
for
do?
UCCS for Harding tonight. Timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. 13-10 remaining in this second half. UCCS putting up a fight. They're going to need a lot more. George Holden, Jeff King, you're watching and listening to RMAC Basketball, NCAA Division II in Colorado Springs. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Lions Den. Glad you could join us for college basketball in Colorado Springs. 13-10 remaining in the second half as UCCS brings the ball down the floor. Elijah Ross, a little bit of foul trouble early. Justin Smith to Pontiac-Wang, back to Wilson. Back to McDonald in now. And a foul. Underneath. McDonald is Ian McDonald, the junior out of Littleton, Colorado, 6'10", 195. Ross looking for help. Good ball movement with him.
Good D, too.
Cross the court to Wang, back out to Ross. Shot clock at 5. They're going to have to get it off. Ross to McDonald from outside.
Shot clock violation.
Yep, and it'll go the other way. So UCCS got to make the most of these trips. Pontiac-Wang, Wilson, Ross, Smith, and McDonald on the floor for UCCS. Subart for Western State. The cutter underneath to Harding, who has got ice water in his veins tonight.
Oh, wow.
Elijah Ross says, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Came down the other end of the floor.
Wow.
Harding is just, that's 27 points.
How do you, yeah. He's just having a night.
Yep. And checking in will be Dalton Walker and Malone. But Harding has been the key for Western State.
Key. No question about it. He's the difference maker. Beauchamp right there, too, pouring in about 17 already at this juncture. So
UCCS team scoring. They're having a hard time keeping up.
Yep.
Ross.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say Colin Smith's first half contribution.
Patty at Wade checks out.
I think Colin's got 13 points just in the first half alone.
Ross got it. 11 points. Ross has got Harding. See if he can slow him down. Beauchamp drives inside.
Jeez.
Rebound, Walker.
There you go.
Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Here comes Ross, and they want to run. The dish.
Oh,
to
nice
McDonald.
pass.
Nice finish by McDonald.
Playmaker.
Slices through.
Playmaker all the way.
Harding for three.
Oh. What?
And a miss.
Did my eyes deceive me there?
By Quincy Harding.
Wow.
And he's thinking, shucky darn.
Going for
I missed
30.
one.
Going for 30 tonight. Why not?
Yep. Timeout on the floor.
Wow.
70-61, Western State University. The Mountaineers lead the Mountain Lions at UCCS here in Colorado Springs. Glad you could join us. We're having fun here, calling a second game of a doubleheader here tonight. And tomorrow night, we have another doubleheader. We've got Mesa State from Grand Junction traveling north to take on these Mountain Lions. Another doubleheader. Women's game at 5:30. Men's game will tip off at 7:30. Jeff King will have the night off. He can only tolerate me one night at a time.
Or vice versa, right? You can only tolerate me once.
Any good marriage works. Sometimes you love people at a distance. so tomorrow night, filling in for Jeff King will be longtime Southern Colorado high school basketball coach Brian Blanc. His father, Al Blanc, is a legend in high school basketball in Colorado, was inducted into the Colorado Sports Hall of Fame not too long ago. Brian will be joining me. He's a character. Last week we had Jerry Evans filling in for CSU Pueblo, longtime radio voice here in Colorado Springs, Trinidad. That was fun. He's probably officiating some basketball
probably working
games
tonight. Yeah, no doubt about it.
So it's a lot of fun. Do a lot of basketball. I do a lot of football broadcasts. Basketball is so much more rapid. Not a lot of breaks.
No.
He's like, no, as Jeff says no as he's writing. Like, leave me alone, George, I'm trying to write. Elijah Ross to McDonald. Patty at Wing in the left elbow. To Wilson. Working for the good shot. Walker for three.
Nope.
Off the back of the rim. Rebound Harding. Here comes Subart and company. The Mountain Lions are going to have to get stingy on defense. Inside to Smith. Working against Walker. The fadeaway. And misses it. And Patty at Wing. He wants to run.
Oh, come on.
They're looking for the alley-oop to McDonald. Back to Harding. The no-look to Subart underneath.
On the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Harding is impressive.
He's very impressive.
He's fun to watch.
Very impressive.
9-point game. 10:49. Walker inbounds to Ross. Brad Schaefer, head coach for Western State. Jeff Culver for UCCS. Patty at Wing works his way.
Oh.
Uses that long reach to weave his way inside.
Nice.
Little finger roll.
Beautiful.
Finger roll.
Beautiful.
Bringing it down is Jake Wilcox from Grand Junction. Subart.
Whoa. Hey.
Push off, and Ross draws the foul. And Ross smiling, like, yeah, you know, I'm happy. Foul didn't get called on me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Here comes Ross. Push it for all he's worth. Out to Wilson. He thought about it.
Yeah, definitely did. Nice pass.
McDonald underneath.
Oh.
Misses it.
Great pass by
ankle.
Wilson. Great pass.
Harding to Beauchamp. He's had a good night, too.
He sure has.
Cutting through. Inside to Smith. Walker. Oh, the turn.
Wow.
The push-off on Smith. And Walker does a good job keeping his feet.
Whoa. Just kind of mowed him over a little, right? I mean,
Yeah.
That's a big guy out there.
Right? Kind of looks like in a game, man, of football where a guy, after the whistle, gives a little shove and knocks. I said, what?
Exactly. What?
This is what? I was playing to the whistle.
Yeah. And I can see that a little bit as a psychological edge, too. Western State kind of throwing the weight around, Tad, saying, hey.
It's an answer.
It is an answer.
Inside. Walker looking for the angle. Back out to Ross. Getting vocal out there. Trying to set up shop. Ross.
I think Beauchamp.
Wang underneath. And the foul.
Wow.
And Patty and Wang will go to the line.
Fortunate on that.
Great positioning by Patty and Wang underneath. Gets the board. The foul.
I think Beauchamp got a piece of that ball. And Wang, right spot, right?
Yep. Ball to shot. So Wilson and Ross talking it over. Patty at Wang. Gets it.
Nice.
First one.
We're at critical.
Plenty of time for the Mountain Lions.
Yep. Critical right now.
The Mountain Lions trying to come out of hibernation here. Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, I like it.
Patty at Wang looks for the second free throw. Got it. Gets them both. Inbound to Wilcox. Brings it down the floor. Beauchamp drives hard. Inside.
Wow.
The shot. And the attempt at the three-point play.
They're getting a little verbal down there. Little exchange, war of words there. Beauchamp wins that, though.
They're getting vocal. Wilcox.
I like the way he takes it to the glass like that, though.
5-point game right now.
Explosive.
Last time these teams met, Gunnison, it was a 5-point win.
It was a 5-point, yeah. Western State got it.
Both teams.
Yep.
Patty at Wang down the floor. Drives inside, loses control.
Yeah, he got
hit. There's a foul.
Yep.
It's going on Beauchamp. (73-65). Patty at Wang. Got it. You got to hit your free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, smooth release there. Wang, consistent.
Again, when you go to the free throw line, act like you've been there before.
Right.
Just another day at the office. Second shot, in and out. Cosby Lee will get it. Duggan brings it down. 9 minutes left in this game. Long range three off the rim. Patty at Wang with the board. Here comes Ross. Up tempo. Knifes his way through. It draws the foul. Ross has got another gear when he gets going.
Yeah, he does.
He's got first, second, third. He just moves around. He'll get up tempo. He'll back off. He's the spark plug.
Definitely.
He'll go to the line. So UCCS says, you know what? We'll get back in this leg. The game. We'll draw some fouls and go to the line. Got it. Keeping pace. And Justin Smith, and Barnes hasn't seen a lot of minutes tonight.
No, he hasn't. I haven't seen him much at all. For that matter, Mr. Smith, absent
Ross
as well.
in and out.
Oh!
Bjork with the follow-up and the finish.
What a follow by Bork. That was big.
Headsy play by Bork.
Yeah. Clawing back
Beauchamp
in this.
To Subart. Subart inside. He'll draw the foul.
Wow.
UCCS trying to close the gap here. 8:35. Elijah Ross is pleading his case with his coach.
Yeah, I think he's contesting that for his 4th foul away from the ball. I don't know if he was the one.
Subart hits the first from the line.
Okay.
And so Ross got to be concerned about the foul trouble, which means he's going to play tentative, which isn't good. Hits the second.
Yep.
Mountain Lions trying to get within a couple. Bjork, he's had a good night. Wilson, back to Patty at wing. Walker drives inside.
Oh, that's strong.
Oh!
That's strong move by Walker.
Walker showed some muscle and hustle.
Like that.
Getting inside.
He's
He'll
had
go
a
to the line.
solid night tonight.
That's an attitude play right there.
We may get into that war as you always talk about with the free throws, right? Right down the stretch. This is what's going to come down to.
It's like chess with free throws, back and forth.
Yep. They're going to
the
take
official
a look at that
is coming to talk to
on Ross's foul, I think.
Jeff Colber. Every coach has to be a good salesman. Plead their case.
Yeah, he's got a point. A good one here, too.
And the official comes down to talk to Brad Schaefer, the head coach at Western State. He's unhappy.
Okay.
So
officials looking at that.
Looking at the tape here. And you know, right now, Jeff, as the officials crew looks the tape over, 75-69, UCCS down. They have closed the gap, closed the gap, closed the gap. They need that rotation of that bench. They've got a good group on now. That next rotation has to pick up where they left off.
So true. Bench play has been actually quite well tonight. Done great job by Coach Culver tonight. Western State relied upon their starters, and why not?
Yeah,
well, I mean, when you got Hardy shooting, you got Smith shooting lights out. I mean, why not go with those? And they're hot. But when it comes down to the war of attrition, and as time continues to wear down, bodies do too, and everybody gets a little bit tired. Well, bench play bodes very well here for UCCS. Western State's got to find an answer for that right now. As you've seen, too, in the matchup with Harding, pretty much not existed in the last couple minutes since his one missed shot. That's it. Now, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get away from him shooting just because he misses one. He's been lights out tonight. So find an answer off ball screen, get him the ball, let him pull the trigger. It's going to come down to like we always talk about, those little X's and O's of free throw shooting.
Yep.
So UCCS has fought back into this game. Defense has definitely knuckled down, but far from over.
I agree. George Holden along with Jeff King. Glad you joined us for college basketball in Colorado Springs. UCCS, the Lions Den. They're hosting the Mountaineers of Western State. Right now they're down 75-69, but they have clawed and scratched their way back. But they're going to have to make use of every trip down the floor, make it count. And Walker, Dalton Walker, goes to the line for the Mountain Lions. He's had a good night.
Oh, he's been solid tonight.
Got it. Focus and finish when you shoot free throws.
I enjoy covering Friday night games. Walker's here. Forget it.
Yep.
Yeah, he can stroke it.
He seems to do well.
Oh, my goodness.
The second one. Got it. Gets them both. No problem.
In my opinion, one of the prettiest releases out there, especially from long distance, right?
Yep. 4-point game. UCCS within striking distance of Western State. But they're going to have to work for it. Cosby Lee out to Subart on the right wing. Ross covering. If he's got fouls, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, he does.
Wilcox, Cosby Lee, Moshe. Wilcox thought about it. Tries to drive inside.
That's good D. Oh, that was good defense.
They're going to call Walker, and from here it looked like all ball.
It did.
And the fans are letting them know it.
Boy, that was clean in my book.
It looked like
again,
it from here.
I'm not wearing the stripes, but that was clean.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well. Western State 75. The Mountain Lions of UCCS 71. 7:48 left in this ball game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one. George Holden, Jeff King, live with RBAC basketball, NCAA Division II. Keep it right here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to UCCS in Colorado Springs, the Lions Den. We got a close one, a nail-biter. Western State at the line. Wilcox hits the first of 2 free throws for Western State. Got them both. Walker will inbound to Ross. Bringing it down the floor for the Mountain Lions. 6-point game. Justin Smith back in the game. Patty at wing. Smith and Walker, both good shooters in the game.
Yep.
Not a big lineup for the Mountain Lions, Jeff. Smith inside.
Yeah.
Smith just shouldered his way in. It drops it on the glass. Back to 4. UCCS. Long range shot, Western State. Ross down the floor behind the back dribble. To Smith. Back to Wilson. Wilson. Off the rim. Here comes Beauchamp. As we said, this last meeting with these two at Gunnison, December 30th, was decided by 5 points. Shot goes off. Wilson gets the board. Here come the Mountain Lions. Ready to pounce. Russ. He'll draw the foul. Ross has been effective driving the lane.
Yeah, good job by Ross making that, creating that play, making that happen. Gives UCCS good opportunity here.
Quincy Harding checks back in, number 23. Number 11, Will Duggan checks out. Harding has had a monster night for Western State. Another timeout. You know, Jeff, you look at this, we talked about it. We haven't seen Barnes a lot. Haven't seen Van Pelt. We've seen a lot of Bork and McDonald.
Bork and McDonald. Actually, you know, what's nice here and coming out in the second half was getting Bork unhinged, starting off like it did at the beginning because he's a physical force down there, and he does a great job off the glass. Now, as far as some of the passes, we've seen the UCCS force those, but here's the key right now in the second half. My observations anyway is that they've minimized the turnovers, so your points off turnovers aren't happening to that degree. And they're taking it in the paint. Points in the paint have been great tonight. Continue to work it and drive. Get the fouls. Go to the free throw, convert. Simple game, sounds like it, right? Well, UCCS is making that happen in their favor right now. The only other thing, too, I would say right now is a nice little spark is to get Smith back in this rotation.
Yes.
He's in now. At the 7:30 mark, he came in, converted on a 2-point play. Nice board. He's a physical force as well. If he can come unglued there with that shot, start hitting those babies, we got ourselves a new ball game. And right now, only 4 down. This is turning into a fine game. Early on, like the women's game, it was out of control.
Yep.
To me, it's
Did you close the
tightened up
gap?
and adjustments made. Testament to good coaching.
I would agree.
Yep.
The defense for the Mountain Lions has got to be agile, mobile, and hostile in this last 6:29 here in Colorado Springs. Shooting from the line, Elijah Ross. the 6-foot guard from Eagle Crest High School.
There you go.
Got it. UCCS in the second half has done a fine job at the free throw line.
Really have.
Ross can cut it to 2. He does.
Oh.
It's a 2-point ball game. This one's going to turn into a dogfight right to the finish. Here comes Harding. UCCS has got to have an answer to slow him down. He's been lights out. To Smith. To Wilcox. UCCS. Good defense. Harding and Ross. Ross has got foul trouble. He's got to be careful. Beauchamp outside.
Oh.
In and out. Smith with the board. And the Mountain Lions can tie it on this trip. Ross brings it down.
What
Spin.
control. What control. Wow.
And Ross pretty shocked, but
they called traveling on him, but I'll tell you what, that looked sharp, that looked clean.
Yep. You got to have
Nice
a short
ball
memory.
movement. What
to
handles.
get it back.
Wow.
5:48 and counting.
Not to mention the great pass, huh?
Oh, yeah. Good ball handling, good pass, but a little too much.
Yeah.
Smith. Beauchamp drives inside, back out to Wilcox. Nope. Harding, he'll shoot from anywhere. He's proven that. Smith all the way across. Beauchamp off the rim and rebound. Patty and Wang.
There we go.
2-on-1. Wang has it stolen from Harding. Harding's been all over the floor tonight.
Picked his pocket there.
Yep. UCCS, poise and control is the key here. Don't panic. Smith. Drives inside.
Went in
He'll
strong.
He'll get the foul.
It's all right.
And so far, with the Mountain Lions, with their record this season, seems like they're great at home. They struggle when they roam.
Yeah. There you go.
Smith, good free throw shooter. He's
got a
solid.
nice shot. He is. He's solid.
Great stroke from the line. 5:06. This is a battle of free throws in this one. So here come the Mountain Lions. Jeff Culver getting verbal with his team. Ross to Putty at Wang. Walker. Justin Smith working against.
Hey, nice pass. Good shot. Get in. Wow.
Isaiah Wilson, stop, pop, and let it drop from outside.
Popcorn popper, huh?
Man.
Downtown. Nice shot.
Those are the ones you put up, say a little prayer in the air.
Isaiah Wilson, smooth release.
Now the crowd getting into it with defense.
Hey.
And it goes on Western State. Back Mountain Lion way.
I think that's on 33.
Yep.
Smith.
Yep. And sometimes.
Wow.
The head coach, Schaefer. Pretty animated.
Okay, so to be quite frank, he's a boss out there. So to lose him right now at this juncture, that's critical for Western State.
Yep. And here comes Ross, down by 1. They can take the lead on this trip. It's been a tough night for the Mountain Lions, but they have fought for all they're worth. Got it! Walker!
Wow!
With the fadeaway! And UCCS takes the lead here at the Lions Den. Beauchamp.
Oh!
And it's Mountain Lion ball!
Cosby Lee a little out of control down there. Giving it back to UCCS.
Yep. The Mountain Lions prowling the paint, doing a good job. Under 4 minutes in this one. This one's going to come down to the finish. Wilson to Ross, wants to get it to Smith. Inside. And a foul.
Okay.
On Cosby Lee.
Yeah. And
a timeout. And just like that, the UCCS Mountain Lions have taken the lead in this game and fought back the last 3.5 minutes have been all Mountain Lions.
Yeah.
It's about heart and fire, and they've shown that. And Jeff, when you look at it with a 1-point lead, this is like the women's game earlier. You got the 1-point lead.
Absolutely.
You finally get over the hump.
Yeah.
Is that enough to make the
Well,
push?
I think it's exactly what is needed. It's exactly what you said in the first game. They've reached that precipice point. It's time to move beyond. They know they can get there, and look how much they were down. So a few adjustments by the coach, some nice substitutions, a key foul out on Western State. Really plays nicely into the Mountain Lion hands right now.
Yep,
I'm
Jonathan Barnes getting really excited and vocal with his team.
Yeah.
Hasn't seen a lot of minutes, but man, he's excited.
I like
And
it.
Walker and Smith have been a pair.
Oh, absolutely.
They're working hard, and they work well together.
And like we've said many times before, Walker on Friday is just something else to behold. So, more good things there. Smith being a nice spark plug coming in. 7.5-minute mark tonight in the second half. And, hey, you know what? They're taking the opening. They're taking the lane. They're exploiting that, forcing Western State to collapse, get over-aggressive even. And down here, when Western State has the ball, they're forcing up bad shots.
Look at this. We talked about free throw shooting like we always do. Elijah Ross, 5 of 5.
Of course.
Patty at Wake, 4 of 6.
Money.
Dalton Walker, 8 of 8.
Money.
That's a story.
Oh, that's huge. As we come down the stretch, that will bode huge.
And now Smith. Got it. And UCCS taking a page out of the script of the women's game earlier, hitting free throws when they matter. Got it.
Hey, Steely at the
82.
line. Steely just putting it in. When it counts. Way to go, Smith.
3:40 left in this ball game. Mountaineers and Mountain Lions. Ross covering hard.
Oh, yes. Oh.
So Smith gets called, but he says denied.
Denied.
You want the bucket? Go to the line.
I don't think that's – I want to see how Harding responds. I don't think that's happened to him in a while. I mean, this guy's been golden tonight. So to get a little of that back, but they called the foul body.
Smith said to Harding, I got to cool you off.
Yeah. But Harding's not taking a break. He's at the free throw line making them count. So
no, he's all over it.
Yeah.
1 point lead, Mountain Lions. Not enough. They need more. 3:30 and counting in this game.
Wow. What a great matchup. Great game tonight.
Both games have been
fantastic.
Very entertaining.
Oh, my goodness.
Smith. Russ.
I think that just got through his legs on that pass.
Wow. Aaron. Ross to Smith and lost sight of it, lost control of it.
Yeah.
You got to sew that up down here.
Yeah.
Mental mistakes will kill you. Here we go. Subart out to Harding. Beauchamp. Good defense by the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Ross on Harding, one-on-one. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, the big fella.
Oh,
the
Cosby
big
Lee.
fella. Holy smokes.
With the flying skyhook.
Wow.
2:47.
That was pretty right there.
1 point advantage, Western State.
The running hook. Something else. Wow.
This is the point in the game when big-time players make big-time plays. Wilson to Walker. Crowd getting into it. Walker, the jumper.
Get in there.
Just falls off the rim. Back to Beauchamp, 2:20 left in this game. This game is all it was billed to be, 2 evenly matched squads. Ross on Harding. Harding going to the rack.
Taking charge.
And gets the shot.
See him directing traffic out there? Holy smokes.
Man. 3 point lead, Western State.
His teammate Cosby.
Ross.
There it is.
And gets the foul.
Okay. Way to drive it.
Ross has done a fine job, once again, of forcing the issue, driving inside, taking his chances at the line.
Did you see Harding get Cosby Lee to move over? Defense focused on Lee. Harding blows by him. Count it.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Harding has just been
Impressive.
lights out.
Absolutely.
Ross misses his first one.
And this,
You got to have a short memory.
got to convert.
Move on to the next one.
Yep. Come on now.
He'll try to cut it to 2. He does.
Okay.
149. Harding. Wilson on Harding now. Subart. Beauchamp. Wilcox to Beauchamp. Looking for the shot. Rebound.
Good
Walker
board.
to Patty
Good
Way.
board.
Slows things
You
up.
got time.
Ross. 115 and counting.
Oh!
Oh! The feed by Ross to
What
Smith.
a feed!
Timeout.
Yeah.
Tie, 85 all.
There we go.
Can you believe that?
Way to go, guys.
At
Woo.
UCCS, the Mountain Lions, with their backs against the wall, showing a lot of fight. Tied at 85, high-scoring affair. George Holden, Jeff King will take a quick break. 1:07 remaining in this game. You don't want to go anywhere. This one's going to come down to the wire.
Oh, absolutely.
You're watching RBAC basketball in Colorado Springs, NCAA Division II. We'll be right back. Hope you enjoyed this game as much as we are. We're tied, 85 all. Closing in on a minute. This game has been exciting. Quincy Harding to Subart. Subart!
Wow.
buries it to three-point land. Here
That
comes
was
Ross.
huge.
Under a minute. Mountain Lions.
Smart play.
Does the foul
Smart
again.
play. Yep.
Elijah Ross.
They called that on Wilcox, I believe.
Yep. And Ross has been masterful, driving inside and shooting strong at the free throw line. He makes these 2, cuts it to 1. Got it.
Perfect.
Well, that 3 was big.
It's absolutely huge.
Ross. Second. Got them both.
Wow.
We're a 1-point game, 50.5 seconds. Here comes Harding. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands. Drives inside.
Oh,
and Walker.
Wow.
Walker with the board, muscles his way in. Gets it to Ross.
Great job by Walker.
Ross.
Oh!
Ross.
Wow. Unbelievable. Off balance off the glass.
Takes it like a boss.
Woo!
Timeout.
That was huge.
And UCCS says, guess what? We're back in the lead, 89-88.
Oh, that was fantastic, George.
Can't ask for a better scenario than this if you're a Mountain Lion fan. 25.5 ticks on the clock. Ross kept driving inside. Finally gets one, forces it, gets it in.
Yeah.
Says, you know what? I'm tired of going to the line. I'm just going to make it.
Exactly, and that's leadership, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, tell me that there wasn't a little bit of a void there in that first half. You're seeing him come all out here, and why not? I mean, he's got such great touch, great handles, and exploits the lane like no other.
Yep.
I mean, Harding's been lights out on the other side. I'm going to give him all the credit in the world tonight. Had a fantastic game. But Ross, he's got all the tools out there. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. This is a great game.
Elijah Ross, fearless, driving the paint. The junior guard, 5'11", 180 from Aurora, Colorado. And he is, this first half, kind of quiet, had a little bit of foul trouble. Second half, you know what he did?
Yeah.
He flipped the switch.
He did. They said, well, you know, I'm charged. I'm recharged anyway. I've been sitting down for a little bit because of foul trouble. Well, guess what? Not in the second half. And as the clock has been winding ever closer to the game end, he has been tuning it up all the way.
And if you're UCCS here, Jeff, you got to play smart defense.
You got to play smart D. Smith, huge factor here. This whole thing has changed at the 7.5-minute mark.
Yep. And if you're UCCS on defense, look for Harding to try to force the issue.
Why not? Why not? And Walker, a big defensive play and board down there at the other end. So great job.
Two great games here tonight in Colorado Springs.
Absolutely wonderful.
Clock down to 20 seconds in this game. Harding, shot clock at 18. They're looking for that last shot.
And he wants it. You know that.
He wants to be the guy.
Why not?
Wilson keeping him in his sights. Down to 9.
Oh!
Oh! 5 seconds.
Oh!
And they're calling a foul. Jeff Culver is fired up.
This place is electric right now and upset. Wow. Wow.
Jeff Culver.
Well, you got a big boss at the charity stripe right now.
Yeah.
And he loves this moment.
He makes one. It's tied. He makes them both. They got the lead.
Wow.
That's the first. 89. And if you're Harding, second shot.
Wow.
It's in.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah.
UCCS. And Jeff Culver is still very upset.
Unbelievable.
At the official.
That great defense by UCCS there. All ball, hands in the way. But guess what? Great job by Hardy at the line to capitalize. When you're given that opportunity, he makes the most of it, doesn't he? He's something else. He's something else.
This has definitely been his night.
Oh, my goodness.
What's been tough for UCCS, they have played a tremendous second half. They haven't found an answer to stop him.
They really haven't, and they've corrected everything that was really kind of wrong there out of the gate. Except that.
And sometimes, it's skill versus will.
Well, that's true.
And
Mr. number 23 there, going to try to make it his night tonight, I'll tell you.
And Walker looking to inbound to patty it away.
Got time. Take it up. He got fouled. He got fouled. He got fouled.
On the clock.
Unbelievable. Wow.
If you're a coach, this stuff gives you a heart attack. 0.4 seconds. Patty it away. Said, you know what? I'm not done.
Take it to the hole, big fella.
Woo!
Unbelievable. No pressure.
And, man.
Wow.
This is big.
Looking at the time right now.
If you want drama in a basketball game in college, tonight was the night. So.
Oh, my gosh. Excuse me while I catch my breath.
And the head coach for Western State, Schaefer, he is fired up.
He is.
So's Jeff Culver. Both of them talking to the officials. Both these guys want to win. I think it's pretty obvious. And the officials are looking at tape.
Yeah.
Tough job.
Man, that is just, you talk about, and we said Wang in the beginning, we have to have the X Factor. I always call him the X Factor because he always shows up night in, night out. But what role will he play tonight? Well, look at this. Here he is taking it. No pressure at all at the line.
Yep.
But tell you what, good free throw shooter, loves the moment.
And Jeff Culver's told.
Wow.
Stand back.
Stand back.
And UCCS is on pins and needles on their sideline. The officials will discuss it.
Unbelievable.
1.9. Are they putting, I want to say the official said 1.9. Is that what they're putting back on the clock?
Yeah, I think so. Schaefer's looking for a quick inbound in return if UCCS can convert here. So every little bit helps for him.
Yep. And Beauchamp just looked at Coach Schaefer and said, do we have a timeout? Do we have a timeout? That's awareness.
That's awareness, and that's
where we at?
Absolutely. And Beauchamp's a senior. I think he's a leader. Definitely one of those leaders out there for Western State. That's smart.
Transfer from Black Hill State University.
Yeah, he's a good one, man. This game's far from over.
Yep. Patty at Way.
Hey!
Got the first one. We're tied at 90. And Patty at Wang wants to put the icing on the cake right here.
Okay.
Oh! And that's it.
Oh!
And guess what, folks? We're going to overtime. It's a Lions
Wow.
game at UCCS. 90 to 90.
What a game so far.
Yep, at the end of regulation wasn't enough. UCCS kind of gives it away in the first half.
Sure did.
They fight their way back in the second half. They tie it up on a free throw with Patty at Wang. Now we're going to overtime.
Oh, absolutely.
This is why they play the game.
This is why this is it, man.
This is why. And sometimes regulation's not enough.
Yeah.
You know?
You gonna have a voice for tomorrow night?
I'm gonna have to drink a lot of hot tea. I'll tell you that much. Carl on camera for us, doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And boy, I tell you what, UCCS just climbed out of a hole at halftime.
Yeah.
And did what they needed to do. Down the stretch, got a big rebound.
Yeah.
Patty at Wake drives the floor, gets the foul.
Yeah.
And I bet he's still thinking to himself, man, I should have had the second one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, and we did say, as we always do, free throws so big, but it's been a slow burn for UCCS here in the second half. Coming out a little bit rough, finding the right dialed-in unit, and guess what's happened now? From about the 9-minute mark, it's been UCCS, and they've been taking it to the hole, really putting up some fine shots and rebounding aggressively. So cut back on their turnovers, and guess what? Subsequently, we've got a tie ball game, 5 minutes left in overtime now. Well, at least the first overtime, right?
Yep, at least the first, yeah, there you go. Man, what a night for basketball in Colorado Springs. The women's mountain line team, they win earlier over Western State. End of regulation in this one, 90 apiece. We're going to overtime. Cosby Lee, Dalton Walker will square off in the center. 5 minutes in overtime. 5 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but if you've been playing like these guys all night, it is.
Well, and this is a big moment right here in overtime for Cosby Lee.
Yep.
Now that Smith's fouled out of the game, you'll be seeing him for the full 5, and he's going to have his work cut out for him down low.
Yep. Quincy Harding posting up with Isaiah Wilson. The steal by Patty away to Ross. Great defense by the Mountain Lions. Ross, spin, the dish.
Oh!
Walker gets the foul. Dalton Walker, he's had a good night. What a game.
Yeah. Non-stop action, and just Walker taking charge right there.
Yep.
Great steal by Wang, I'm telling you.
Yep.
X factor, man.
He makes a difference.
So big.
He does a little bit of everything.
He is one of those all-facet ball players out there, right?
Yep.
Covers it all.
Cosby Lee checks out, and the big guy, Cameron McCurry, checks in.
We haven't seen much of 55 other than early in the game, right? Okay.
Walker got it. Hits the first one. And it's pretty safe to say the story of this game, the team that wins this is going to win the battle at the free throw line.
Yep.
Down the stretch here. Walker gets them both. Harding, boy, what a monster night he's had. UCCS crowd getting into it. Inside to Harding.
Oh!
And he lost control.
Fought back for it.
Subart. Wilcox outside.
Wow.
Got it.
Hey, that's court awareness right there. Great pass, kicking it out to the left corner. Count it for 3.
1 point lead, Western State. Ross brings it down for the Mountain Lions. This is a chess battle. Ross setting stuff up. Smith, back to Ross. Patty at Wang. The reason we're in overtime. Smith puts it up, he gets the foul.
Nice job, Justin Smith. Way to go up strong.
And I like what the Mountain Lions are doing. They'll take it inside hard, draw the foul. Justin Smith, senior, 6'5", 205.
Oh,
he's a transfer from Idaho State, played at Lewis Palmer High School right up the road. Got it.
Great kid, too, you know?
Yep.
He's a good kid to talk with. Real sharp. Translates the academics out onto the court as well.
Yep.
Very good ball player.
You got to be a smart player.
Oh, my goodness.
Misses.
Oh!
Walker with the follow!
Walker!
Walker is the man for
Oh,
UCCS
my
tonight.
goodness.
Harding puts it up.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow. And who wouldn't answer, right? I mean, that would be
Right.
Harding, and he would take over there.
Yep.
It's Western State's answer.
High-scoring game.
He is having a night.
Neither team has any quit in them.
None.
Patty at Wang on the left elbow. Back to Wilson.
What happened there? Away from the ball. Walker.
Yep.
Is that on Walker?
Yep. Walker, he is just, second half, he has just turned it on.
Oh, man.
Somebody had to match up with Harding.
Yeah, exactly.
Wilcox to Subart, right elbow.
Wilson trying to stay on him pretty tight there.
Yep. Patty at Wing on Beauchamp. That's a good matchup.
Definitely a good
Beauchamp,
matchup.
nope. Looking for some help.
Yeah, stay out on him.
Shot clock to 8.
He'll
3
take
minutes
that.
in the game. Off the rim.
Oh.
And
Oh!
Wilson to Patty at Wing.
Set up shot. Wilson. Oh.
And Harding back the other way.
Yeah, watch out, watch out. That's a reach on Wang.
Patty at Wing. And Harding will go to the line.
Yeah.
I hate to, I don't, can you imagine what his point total would be for the end of the night?
Yeah, I have no idea. What, 40-something? 45?
I don't know, it's up there. But
oh, he's fun to watch, I'll tell you that.
it's the first one.
I bet he just owned it down at Harrison, didn't he?
Quality player.
Oh,
They've had some
gosh.
ball players
Yeah,
out of
they
there.
have, but this kid's something else.
Wow.
Flawless. What a stroke.
2-point lead, Western State. 2:40 in this game. And we're in overtime in Colorado Springs. Glad you could join us. George Holden, Jeff King, RMAC basketball. Patty at Wang. The Mountain Lions want a tie on this possession.
Oh, nice pass to Smith. Jump ball.
Yep. It'll stay UCCS.
Nice pass by Ross.
Yep.
Smith had the right idea. Just Western State got all ball on that.
Yep. Shot clock at 9.
Walker.
Walker.
Oh! Fighting. What?
Justin Smith.
What a stud.
To Wilson.
What a
Back to Ross.
Way to go, Walker. Way to fight down low.
Walker has been all heart.
Oh!
Oh,
no!
Had the run, the little runner there. 157, down by 2. Beauchamp to Subart. Back to Beauchamp. Back out to Harding. He's been a thorn. In and out.
What?
Rebound. Walker goes up
Wow.
strong. Walker's taken over for UCCS.
Ross.
Smith, Ross.
Oh, yeah! Yes! Smith!
Wow!
Yes!
The dish and the dunk with Smith.
Woo! Unbelievable.
Overtime.
Nice dish and slam. Woo!
127. We're tied at 97
What
here
a
in Colorado
ball.
Springs. We'll take a quick break, folks. Stick with us. This one is heating up. No telling how it's going to go. George Holden, Jeff King, RMAC basketball, NCAA Division II. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Back to action here, Colorado Springs, UCCS. Mountain Lions tied with Western State in overtime. 1:22 left on the clock. Subart inside loses control, and they're going to call a foul, and I think it's going on Ross.
I think it is too.
And if it does, I think that's it.
He's done.
That'll do it. For Ross, that'll be 5.
Wow.
Valiant performance by Elijah Ross. Played for all he's worth.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to hang his head about.
No, not at all.
And now McDonald goes in for UCCS. They're putting in a big to get boards.
Yeah.
119.
Well, and you still got Wilson in there that can drive that ball. So,
yep.
He's quick and shifty, too.
You got Walker and Smith that are good shooters. And he'll force it in.
Oh!
Subart misses.
Usually a very good free throw shooter, too.
Yep.
Very good.
Like we said before, this is where you earn your money.
Yeah.
At the free throw line. Gets the second
Whoa.
one. 1 point lead.
Okay. Yeah,
We're
fasten
getting
your
close
seat,
to the
though.
century mark. Wilson brings it down. Walker sets up.
Oh!
Walker!
Boom!
Booyah!
What a shot!
100 for UCCS.
Wow!
And Walker has walked the walk here tonight and taken over in this game.
Oh! Good defense there.
Western
Good
State
hustle.
ball.
Good hustle.
Great hustle. 2 point lead for the Mountain Lions.
Oh,
Neither one of these teams has backed down tonight. They're eyeball to eyeball. It's like a prize fight. Who's going to blink? Beauchamp to Harding.
well, they go
Harding
back to their
inside.
heavyweight.
Oh! Justin Smith! That's key!
That's so huge.
That is huge in this game.
Huge. Smith.
and Walker.
God.
The 1-2 punch
Oh,
for the Mountain Lions.
fantastic.
Wilson, he'll milk it. 15 on the shot clock. Back to Smith, to McDonald. McDonald, off, Walker.
Whoa.
And a foul.
Walker.
has taken over this ball game.
Amazing display out there.
Wow.
Mr. Walker. Woo.
And I think Dalton Walker said somebody's got to take over tonight. I guess it's me.
Yeah.
What a dramatic finish here at UCCS.
This is critical now.
What a game. Got it!
Yeah!
Walker hits the first one.
There we go.
And if he hits this, he's going to make it tough on the Mountaineers.
Absolutely.
Check it back in. Jake Wilcox, number 2. Walker, got it! Dalton Walker.
Wow.
The man tonight for the Mountain Lions.
Yeah.
And hustling down
Oh!
the floor, Subart loses it. Tries to put it up.
There it is!
By Justin Smith. Patty it away.
Oh,
Wilson.
yes!
7.1 seconds. Wow! You talk about coming from behind.
What a great job. Great defense, scrappy, everywhere they need to be. Awareness is so key.
Yep.
And these guys have demonstrated it perfectly in the second half.
Isaiah Wilson got the first one. 103 points.
This
UCCS.
This is great. Yeah.
Wilson. 104-98. Under 5.
Oh! Yes! Oh, no!
You call goaltending?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
104-100.
Way to get after it, big guy.
To Wilson. Foul.
Okay.
1.6. Amazing.
Oh.
Amazing performance. Dalton Walker.
Hey, Smith got up on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He said, I want to get in on this action too, Dalton.
Yeah, I don't think
Stop being
that-
selfish.
So true. Oh, he's done well in this second half and overtime. He's been a factor. Huge.
Yeah, the way he's shooting tonight,
Oh.
dangerous Dalton Walker.
Yeah.
1.6 left on the clock. He has done the job.
Oh, and now
Wilson. And these guys as a team in
Deadeye,
the second half
yeah.
free throws, that changed.
Deadeye. Oh, big time
Elijah
change.
Ross, huge part of that.
Huge.
Got it. Wilson. What a turnaround in the second
Wow.
half for UCCS. In and out.
In and out, yep.
5-point lead. And that'll do
That's
it.
it.
It's in the books.
Wow.
The UCCS Mountain Lions climb back from a first half
What a
deficit.
game.
Force the game to overtime and win it with free throw shooting and two keys to me, Jeff.
Yeah.
Elijah Ross and Dalton Walker.
Well, Walker was just unconscious in the second half. Well, for the first half, too. I mean, he was nonstop, whether it be rebounding, shooting, threes inside. How about offensive boards for Walker? Making some key misses, taking the rebound off some key misses, putting it back up on the glass for two. Hey, fantastic. He was the answer to Harding at Western State tonight.
Absolutely. And Quincy Harding from Harrison, haven't got the numbers on him, but he knocked the lights out here tonight at UCCS. Major performance offensively. He just could not miss.
Yeah.
And UCCS plays good defense, decides, you know what, we can't get the shots and the looks we want. We're going to drive inside and take our chances at the line. They capitalized.
Yes, they did.
Somebody for UCCS had to step up, and guess what? In my opinion, it was Ross that started it. Walker finished it.
And that's, yeah, absolutely. And, who did finish it or carried it through to the overtime and later part of the second half? Justin Smith. And how about Wang?
Oh, Patty at Wang.
Patty at Wang
forces the game to overtime, ties it at 90. They go to overtime. Walker just keeps trucking and moving along.
Yeah.
Smith came in, got some big rebounds on the other end.
Yeah.
And UCCS with a dramatic, hard-fought, come-from-behind win. They get it done. Over Western State, they avenge the earlier loss of December 30th at Gunnison. They come back and win it tonight. 105-100. High-scoring affair, Jeff, here in NCAA Division II basketball. And if you like college basketball, it doesn't get any better than it was tonight.
I loved it. It was fantastic. I mean, I'm surprised I'm able to sit here and talk with you right now about it.
We're getting a horse.
It was absolutely a great game. And really, hats off to both squads. Western State came out. Key loss down that second half with about 6 minutes. That's just a guess right now on my mind. But Smith going out at 33. He's a key factor in that offense and defense. Had a great first half. They could have used him down the stretch. I think they felt that. On our side of the court, we had Mr. Ross going after it. I think the leader, the conductor as I called him earlier, making great choices, no fear, pounding it down low and making it happen regardless of foul trouble.
Yep, as you said, Elijah Ross fouls out at the end. Valiant performance.
Valiant.
Powerful performance. Drives the lane, kept getting fouled, didn't get the rolls, made the shots at the free throw line. He was the spark that ignited the fire.
Yeah.
That was Dalton Walker.
Yeah.
And Walker said, guess what? On the other side with Harding, you could do that. I could do that too.
Yeah.
I could shoot a little bit too.
Oh, absolutely.
And he did.
Absolutely. At the 3-minute mark, Western State's coming down. We've got ourselves a 2-point deficit for Western State. Harding takes over. It's Harding time. I'm thinking, okay, this is where it's going to change. But guess what? Walker said no. Smith said no. Wang said no. And the rest of that UCCS team. That's where I'm going to give the credit here. The bench strength on UCCS and that team play, you can't beat it. You can have an individual, but let's look at those old Bulls and put Jordan out there. But if somebody was off that night or there were a couple injuries, I don't know if they won all the time.
No.
That's a great testimony right here for the team play. Great individual play over there and nice first half teamwork by Western State. Just taking the starters the distance is a hard chore when you're running 2 halves and an overtime. You're going to get exhausted. Harding was the only one I could see on the floor that didn't flinch or get winded for Western State. UCCS had some fresh legs. They capitalized tonight.
Well said. And to sum it up, folks, here at UCCS in Colorado Springs, the Mountain Lions, the men's team, they get it done in dramatic fashion. Overtime, 105-100 over Western State. The women's team, congratulations to them, to UCCS. They win earlier on 1-2 punch tonight. The women's and men's teams at home, they both win. And to sum it up, in the second half here, Jeff, The Mountaineers were stalking and hunting the Mountain Lions in the first half.
Oh, yeah.
Mountain Lions turned it on them and became a primetime predator in the second half.
Exactly.
Bared their teeth and claws and found a way to get it done.
Well said. Absolutely well said. And guess what? The Mountain Lion has got to feed, and that's what it did in the second half and in overtime. I know Wang thought, well, I missed it. We're going OT. I'm going to get it back. But you know what? There was no quit in him. He got out there, got scrappy down there on the defensive end, created turnovers. Hey, I'm telling you what, that was a great effort by everybody on that Mountain Lion squad.
Yep, great bench effort. And the final is the Mountain Lions pounce on their prey. Took them a while, took them over regulation, but they had fun and got it done. It's official, 105-100 in overtime. Congratulations again to the women's team, the men's team. I hope you've had as much fun as Jeff and I have had here tonight. We're going to be hoarse tomorrow, but guess what? We got more basketball action tomorrow night right here at the Lions Den. Mesa travels from Grand Junction. The women's game tips off at 5:30, men at 7:30. We hope to see you for those games as well. So for everybody here at the Lions Den at UCCS in Colorado Springs, for Jeff King, for Carl on camera, I'm George Holden saying, folks, have a fun and safe Friday. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night, 5:30 tip-off for the women's game against Mesa University. Folks, have a fun and safe evening. See you tomorrow night.